Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just want to make sure we are full up and running on this right now. So let me just make sure we're actually playing. If you are here, guys, there we go. Yeah, if you're here, guys, just put any questions you have in the chat below. I'm going to try and kind of get to as many questions as possible. But I hope you guys are great wherever you are. Looks like we have like 1 or 2 viewers here so far. So let me know if anything's not working. I've actually messed around with the camera setup here as well. So hopefully like the quality's a bit better. I don't know if you can see my like graying beard a bit more than usual. But hopefully it's kind of looking a bit better. I'm hoping that this is good, but it's going to take some more tweaking. Audio, you know, I've got like, look at this fancy setup now. I've got you here, got you here. I can show you my screen when I'm about to do the actual thing. Rabbit, thanks for being here, mate. Hope you're good. You have the #1 crown right now, so well done. Anyone who's watching this on replay, or if you're starting to watch this now, we've got 4 people watching. So if anyone is watching this now, basically what today is a giveaway. It's going to be a live stream. So if you have any questions for me, I can answer any of those questions. If you have specific stuff you want to ask me, definitely get to it and I'll ask those. I've got a little bit of an update just on channel news. Here's some hints of what's going on in the background here. And then I'm also going to be going through a giveaway for our members. Basically what that means is that our members are open to get giveaways every single week. And so what I'm trying to do at the moment is I am doing regular giveaways of things that I get sent and like special items that I'm not using. However, one of the big things that we're going to do, and we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, is a 3D printed giveaway. So whatever you have whatever you want, if you are the member that wins this random name pick, then you can basically select what you would like me to print for you and I will print that. So that means if you want a stock like this one that I've just printed last night to kind of figure out if I like it, if you want a rail, for instance, and you were like, hey, you know, I'd really like to get a rail printed, I could do that for you. So there's a whole load of options and you can basically pick whatever you want. So I'm basically going to go through all of the actual members here. Doug, thank you, mate. Hope you're good. Are you around for the riots? I'm not around for the riot. Are you around the riots? So they are fairly close, mate. They're like in downtown LA, I think mainly, but I'm not in the vicinity, as in I live probably like a 20-minute drive from where the stuff's actually going down. So I'm seeing it on the news, seeing like all the awful footage and stuff like that, but I'm not actually, it's not like it's outside my doorstep. It's not affecting my day-to-day. It's not affecting like issues that I'm like, it's not causing me issues other than just like kind of getting annoyed by the entire thing. So I'm all good, mate. Thank you for asking. But yeah, it's not a big deal for me right now. It's just really kind of awful to watch. Waymos though, that was an interesting one because I'll use those things quite regularly. Like not quite regularly, I've used one like 3 times, but they'll basically drive around my house. I'll get one of those. And if you're not aware, a Waymo is like a driverless taxi. So it's like an Uber, except there's not a driver and it's just a robot. Effectively, no one's driving the car and they're great. Like it's kind of like awesome where you get in one and you don't want that awkward conversation with some driver of like, hey, how's your day going? Da, 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 da. Don't have that because it's a Waymo and there's no one there to chat to. So I've really liked them. But what I heard they were doing, which is ridiculous, is people were calling them into a location like you would call an Uber on the app. They would then basically get in the way of them and then beat them up and then kind of destroy the car, then like set them on fire. So it will block a road, which just is like, it's like that thing, you know, when like drone warfare, like the start of the Russia-Ukraine war, and everyone was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about this whole element to like actual trench warfare and all of that, where you have like a drone that's coming in that's $1,000 drone someone's just bought and they've strapped a grenade to it. Like this is one of those things yesterday when I saw the Waymo car thing, I was like, oh wait, as soon as everyone's got driverless vehicles, which is not everyone, but a few years out, like I've got a Tesla that drives itself. And I literally this morning I actually went to e-bike, like the thing actually drove itself for me. I didn't actually drive at all the entire way. But at that point, like you can basically get like 1-ton barricades and you can put them where you want and you can then destroy them like they were with these Waymos, which is pretty crazy. Like you are affecting people obviously, but there's not the same like, you know, you're having to like beat someone up or do something like that. You can literally just like maneuver these things into places strategically and then use them to block roads. And whoever thought of that is awful, but also like really like kind of quite clued on in that way. What is the crown? What is the crown, mate? What do you mean by the crown? Rabbit, I don't know what that means, but DJ, yeah, good to see you, DJ. You should have your 3D print, the awful 3D print grip, DJ, by Thursday. I'll send you the tracking number because I don't think I sent it to you in an email, but I will. That is on its way to you. So I think it should. It notified me this morning. I think it should be there by Thursday. So you'll have that, and hopefully, mate, you get an opportunity to win another one today. I'll just go through some of the stuff quickly that I've been printing recently. I actually went to Evite this morning, as I said, and I wasn't planning on doing this originally, but I picked up one of these. If you're not aware or you don't know this box, it is an Action Army AAPO1, probably the most customized pistol other than the high capper in the entire world of airsoft. And there are some amazing things you can do with 3D printing right now, which I saw recently and was like, okay, I'm going to do that for sure. And I actually was chatting to people on the Discord about it, so you may be aware. But DJ, this is that piece that I was talking about, which basically you can buy. I think the actual file itself cost about maybe like $10 or something like that. And then it literally came with everything. But this is basically the lower, and you think like, oh yeah, loads of people, you can just put like an HPA adapter, etc. in this. What this will end up doing, and I'm not touching a rifle YouTube if you're watching this, this isn't anything, this is a piece of plastic. What it'll allow me to do is take MP5 mags, put them in there, and then literally just run it off a gas mag, or have a gas mag which just has the a line in it, an HPA line, and then instead of like, oh, I have to unload through here and it's not realistic, this thing will be effectively the lower to put on. Here's the upper that's going to go on here. No, it's not. This is, I've printed so many parts for this thing. Like that's going to be the Picatinny rail adapter on the back. But basically I'm going to build a carbine kit, or I have a carbine kit printed that is going to turn this thing into like an HPA super lightweight little MP5 carbine. So I'm quite excited for that. So I was like, okay, I'm buying all of these, like, or I'm printing all of these pieces to do it. And I've got like 3 other AAPO ones that are in different build types. I was like, oh, I'm going to take one of these apart. I'm just going to take all the parts. I'm going to go stick it in there. I ended up being like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I was just picked up this. They're $100. So they're annoyingly, they're an annoying thing to spend. But to be able to get a brand new replica out of $100 and then printing some of these parts is pretty awesome. I also found a filament recently, which I printed all these in. And you can probably see it's a little bit more shiny. Like the actual color of it is a bit more shiny. But it's called PLA Plus by eSun. And it's super fast to print with. And it is also like, it's a hardened PLA. So it should stand up to hits and knocks a lot better. So you can kind of tell there's a little bit of the... Let me know about this new camera setup, DJ, as well. I've like changed this camera here from my iPhone one that I had. So let me know if you think it's a lot better. But you can see the slight lines in it and it's a little bit shiny. But I'm going to sand this and like spray it anyway. So I'm actually really liking this. There's been like no issues with it at all. There's not any like failed prints, anything. So that's going up. So I went and got one of these. Let me just get some questions quickly. Yeah, it looks like a shit show, Doug. It definitely does. The XP thing. What's the XP thing? I'm really lost, Rabbit. I don't know what the XP thing means. This thing? XP. I'm really lost, mate. Sorry. If someone else knows as well, just like try and tell me what he's talking about. Hey, Josh, good to see you, mate. I think actually you need me to send you a 3D print file as well. There's one that you won on another one, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know where that piece of paper's gone that I just had. But I'm pretty sure I owe you a 3D print. Not a choice one, but I think I owe you a... yeah, mate, I owe you a Diefrico style grip. So you won that on one of the last giveaways. So you need to send me the... actual address to send it to. I think I might have your address already, but send it to me and I'll get that sent to you. I think I need to reprint another one. So if there's some variants on it, or I'll send you the thing, message me on Discord and I'll do it. Samuel, welcome, mate. Samuel Sackle, welcome to being an elite operator of the channel. Thank you very much, mate, for joining. I'll show you right now what I'm doing, which is going to be putting your name in here. Let me just make sure I've got your name right. Samuel Sackle. But your name's going in 3 times, mate, because you are an elite operator and you'll be included in this. So if you win this, Samuel, I'll go through it again in a second, but if you win this, you will win your choice. There you are, bud. Okay, so everyone's names are here who is a member, by the way. I think we have no more members other than Samuel from last week. So it's the same people that are entered. We've got Alice Stem, Kerr, Andy DeVoe, Captain Dubkip, Cutter, he won last week. DJ, he won a couple of weeks ago. Epic Fail, Jake Alexander, James Chelikas, Mike Jones, Ricardo, Rico, Steven, Tanner, Team Shadow Airsoft, the Chenchico, and a load of other guys. So that is who we have running there right now. So yeah, welcome, Samuel. Thank you so much for joining, mate. Thank you for being part of the group supporting this channel. It really does well. It just shows who interacts with the chat the most. Okay, DJ, so that is right. So if you keep asking questions, let's see if we can get you to number 1. That's what I'm going to say. It is nicer, isn't it, the camera? Like, I think it is better. Like, it's more expensive and it's like a proper DSLR one. It's kind of like this one, like where it's a nicer version, but I was really struggling to find something that wasn't the iPhone, which was going to like give me this wild field of view and actually like do stuff. So hopefully it's coming out well, but obviously this is a live stream, so I don't know if that's as good. Billy, looking at getting one Ghetto Blaster, is the hop up on par with the MWS? I actually don't have a Ghetto Blaster. I know you can add a new one, but I'm talking quality control. TM seems to shoot spot on. I would always say TM, probably quality control is going to be the best. The Ghetto Blaster is made by Double Eagle, an incredible company that do a very, very good copy of it. So in terms of like real steel internals, it's going to be great, but it is obviously quite a bit cheaper. So I would probably expect it's not going to be quite as good, but I would say it doesn't have that TM magic dust on it. I haven't actually fired a Ghetto Blaster and I almost bought one, but didn't. I have had the Noveski N4 that they make, and that's been great, like really, really good. I'd say the external quality is not quite up to TM, just in terms of like the feel and stuff like that. It's not up to my like XM5, etc., but it is really good still. If you scratch the rails, etc., you can definitely like see marks. It's not quite as like drilled, but hop up wise, I'd say it's going to be really good out the box. Your hot point 3.2 is easy, and then if you want to do upgrades, exactly, it's MWS compatible, so you have an unbelievable amount of options just to do that afterwards. So that's where I would be with that. Joshua Landers, mate, thank you so much, bud, for giving me another super chat. You're so much. So how much for you to print me an MCX kit from ETO HPA? Probably a bit more than that $5, mate. But I do have the files, which I'd have to like work out with, but I have got the files from Tactop Airsoft, so we're thinking about doing some kind of collab video. So I do have those files to print an MCX. If you've got files to print an MCX kit, we could work out the cost of the filament, probably the shipping, and then we can do that for you. You've actually won one already at the moment, so I owe you a dye-free code, so we could cut that off the payment. But if you have one in mind that you want me to do, this isn't going to be for everyone, so don't turn around and just say, hey, can you print me this? Can you print me that? I'm not starting a printer farm, but Josh, you have been a part of the channel a long time, mate. So if there is the specific files you want me to print with the filament you want me to print, and you order the filament here, I'll do it for you, mate. So yeah, we can work that out. Let me know on the thing. But thank you so much for the super chat, mate. That's really, really kind. What else have we got? Sorry, guys. How does the MP5 mag feed the chamber? So with this one, mate, there's actually you can get a bit of PTFE tube that basically runs along here, or you print a little black tube that goes here. And basically it feeds from the MP5 mag. There's a mag release here, and there is a tube that runs along. And then, again, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube on this one, because they do like to mess around. So there's some PTFE tube I'm going to put in there so I can see the BBs. And then the thing that it does is, let's see here. Okay, so the feed lips basically, sorry guys, this is a bit of a delay for the actual giveaway. If you want me to just get on with it, put it in the chat and I'll get on. So basically that's going to sit there and the mag is going to go into that zone there. And as you can see here, there is a area along here. So the actual BBs feed up through here. They go along through this tube. That's going to have PTFE into it. And then it has these angled little ramp into feed lips. So I'm basically going to put a Glock mag in here without the feed lips, just remove the feed lips and the feeder. So it just has the gas router in it, or a equivalent which basically has, or an equivalent which basically is just HPA tapped. It's just an HPA mag with an HPA line out the bottom, and then I can just have that. I'll leave that in there full time. And then this basically will feed those little BBs straight up into here. And then the upper can be the exact same upper as you would have on your AAP01, or what I'm gonna do with this thing is make a carbine kit and then kind of build it out on the top with that rail system, etc. So it should kind of go down that route. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see how that works out. So that's how it does that, mate. Samuel, again, welcome, mate. We, as viewers in the live chat, have XP for chatting and contributing. So I had no idea that was a thing. So maybe that is, yeah, so it's the chat thing, presumably that that DJ is talking about, is who has the most. So right now, Joshua Landers has number 3, or yeah, number 3. Jason Crazy, you're number 1, mate. So I don't understand fully, but I can't see that. So it's kind of great if you guys can see it. Okay, what's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late, was cooking dinner. Jason, no worries, mate, at all. Absolutely, Samuel, yeah, welcome, bud. Thank you so much for joining. So it's great to have you. You support the channel as a subscriber, but it's great to have you actually as a member. That's really, really cool. Okay, so you guys are chatting, so that's great. Francisco, good to see you, mate. I'd at least be interested in figuring out how much that would be. Cheers, dude was going to mention the magic TM dust. Yeah, there's something that TM do, which is just pretty crazy. Josh Landers, it seems like a feeding nightmare, though. I don't know. From the videos that have been released and the people that have printed it, it doesn't seem bad at all, because this PTFE tube basically just runs along that line, and then it basically just goes straight up into it. I think I've posted a little clip on the actual Discord, so if you want to check that out, you can look there. But I've got a ton of parts. The other thing is, as part of the kit, there is one printed, so you can just use this black one. But the cool thing with the PTFE tube, apparently, is that you can see the BBs in there. So if you're running low, you can actually see like, oh wait, there's no BBs left in the tube. So apparently it's pretty good and it runs really well. So I'm hoping that that's good. And it will take like any Cyma AEG mag for an MP5, or like that style of mag. So it should have a ton of different ones that we could do. So we'll see. I don't know, Josh, I don't know what they'll think of next, mate. There's a lot of different stuff that seems to be going out. I think CTM makes a dedicated HPA mag for that. They may well do, mate. There's actually an HPA tap that basically just goes in the bottom of the mag, and it actually comes with, in the print kit, a little base plate, which basically will push down further and like almost like house the little HPA tap thing in there. Because all it really is just like a gas cylinder, or like whatever it is, the reservoir, and you're just tapping that with HPA every time it fires. So really, apparently you just take the stock mag, it basically has a new set which you just put the valve into, the same valve, the gas filler valve, into the top of it, and it just gets rid of the feed lips, because the feed lips are now there. And then it literally is just like this AliExpress thing that's like $1.59, which just connects to your HPA line. And then that's that. Or you could just pull that out, use a regular gas mag from an AAP01. You could do that. Or you could use an HPA adapter, but you basically just not have a mag put in there, and you'd have to, again, cut the feed lips off. You could do a whole load of stuff. But I love the idea of not having to put a mag in the bottom, because I'd usually use those mini MP5 mags. I don't want to put that in the bottom. I'd rather just literally like have an MP5 mag and have this thing kitted out and look like an MP5. And because that line's coming out the pistol grip anyway, it basically is what an HPA would be. So for me, that's kind of where that would be. Okay, guys, I'll give it 2 minutes and then we'll get to the actual we'll get to the raffle. So if you guys have, if you want to join before then, just join. So then we've got that going. But that's what I'm going to be doing. Chris, I think I messaged you, mate. I don't know if you saw the message I just sent you. You sent me the 3D print files to print. For some reason, they're opening up in the actual Bamboo Studio, and it's almost like one file with like the two parts just joined on top of each other. So it's almost like a photo of a file as opposed to being like the file that I can like separate and print on the same thing, if that makes any sense. So I don't know, I'm going to have a play around with it after again, but there's no way of me like separating and not having one part lie on top of another, and it's not going to print like that. So I don't know if that's the right thing. You may just want to email and see if you can get the STL file. That's kind of what it is normally, an STL file just to put straight into there. And we'll see how that works. Doug, I think CTM, yeah, sorry. Making stuff for myself, ain't too active, but listening in. DJ, mate, I've got this new camera. It's beautiful. Everyone can see my face and you're not even looking at it. I can't even tell you how it makes me feel. Lol, I think the XP is distracting, but I'm getting slightly too competitive to turn it off. Yep, Joshua, keep typing, mate. Just get those figures up on the stream. We've got 16 people watching right now. We were up from like 4 people, so you're doing something, mate. You're giving super chats, you're typing in, you're being a real good guy. Yeah, Josh, MP5 drum mag, you 100% could do that. For sure you can do that. Anything that goes in an MP5 mag. So that's the amazing thing, is it's not going to get in the way. It's literally just going to sit right there as an MP5 mag would. I've got a mag release, like a 2-part mag release again, similarly. So, and this new this new PLA Plus that I've been printing in. And again, as I said, it's a bit shiny and you can kind of see some of the lines, but it's super clean. It feels so hard in the hand. So whoever wins today, I'll print you your thing in this new filament and we'll see if you like it or not. But you can sand it very easily, spray it very easily. I think that's the way to go. Jason, Okay, guys, so I think that's it on there. Another thing that I've got coming is the Groza kit for the Tokyo Marui Sega. So I have got the shorter one coming and it should be arriving in the next hour. But basically it is for the SBS, so the Sega 12 SBS, you may be able to see here. I got another one. I was going to basically take apart my custom build one and then take that and then build this thing out. But the Groza, if you want to look it up, is basically a bullpup design that's going to take my Sega 12 and turn it into a bullpup where I have the mag under here, super short front end, and then I'm going to have to use a catch to rotate the pistol grip out to be able to change the mag. And I think that's kind of an annoying thing, but it is also kind of like probably the cool different factor of this. And I'm really excited just to use it indoors. I'm basically right now creating everything on here. So I can take this and instead of going with another one, it's going to be a build out, but I'm going to do a build out video for it. It's probably going to be like a 45-minute hour build out video because I started watching their video on how to like actually install the kit. It's going to be a long one. So I was thinking maybe, and let me know what you think about this video idea, is I do it like this, but then I'll have a share screen and we can all watch the actual what they're doing on the screen and I'll do it. I was going to try and do it in a live stream format, which I thought would be really awesome. But also if I'm teching guns in live stream format, they're actually going to end up taking that down because YouTube hates that. So, I don't know. Doug, it's the Groza 12. So this one's for the shotgun. But I think it's a similar design to the one for the AK-47 or the AKM. So yeah, so that's, I mean, I've got it in green. I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. The other thing is there's a guy who makes 3D prints on Cults 3D, and he does a lot for the Sega called Bastard. I think it's Basterd. Go and check out his like thing on Cults 3D. He's got some really cool prints, but he was messaging me on the Discord like, hey, you know, I was like, I really need to find a suppressor that's going to go on the end of my Groza because it's literally is where the trigger is where the barrel ends. And so it's going to be bullpup like here to here, but there is going to be nothing over there for me to like have any kind of hand in the way of. And I don't really want to stick my hand in the front and shoot it with 3 BBs at point blank. So he has a suppressor like style dead air thing, which is awesome, which works for a 5KU suppressor tracer. I really want it to work for the Ace Tech, so he's trying to redesign it right now to see if that would work. So I'm going to print that and put that on there as well, but I'm going to do a full video, I think, of his stuff, print a load of stuff for my Sega, and then just build that out properly. And I think it's going to be pretty cool because he does also a grip with it with a trigger guard specifically for the Sega. So I don't know. Stay tuned because we got some good stuff coming. Other thing I have, which has just arrived, is I am going to take that MTW 308. I'm going to put this Reaper Gen 2 engine into it because apparently this makes it a lot more accurate at longer ranges. It's like a closed bolt system, which I thought was just kind of when you were talking about LMGs like the M249, but apparently closed bolt system, which means that it's a lot more gas efficient and apparently it's a lot more accurate. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm putting a new inner barrel in there. I'm putting a new hop up in there. And then I'm going to be putting the CO2 stock on it. So we're going to do all of this stuff in the next like week, but there's going to be a lot of teching videos and a lot of build videos. So if you guys are watching and you want to see this stuff, please do subscribe or become a member because I'm going to have a lot of those videos are going to come out members first, and then there'll be that. I've also got some more videos of the reaction stuff that I'm going to be filming. So if there's anything, especially in the members Discord, if you have someone you want me to do a reaction video to, just put it in there and I'll get to it. All right, guys, let's get on with this giveaway because otherwise we're going to kind of mess around for too long. So I'm going to bring this up here and we will share my screen. As you can see here, guys, let me put this on this way so you can actually see it. So as you can see here, guys, we have everyone's name who is a member. If your name is, if you're a regular, like normal member, like Sir Cat right here, your name's going to be in here once. If you're a squad member, if you are an elite operator like Ricardo or like Prime Tech or Rico, Tanner, Team Shadow, a lot of you guys are elite operators and that's slightly more expensive, but your name is entered 3 times, so you have triple the chance of winning. Cutter won last week, and who was it as well? It was, who was the other winner? Why am I having a mind blank right now? Chris, that was the other winner, wasn't it, Chris? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to shuffle this bad boy right now, so all of your names are mixed up, and then we are going to hit the click to spin, so that we're going to see who is going to win their choice of 3D print. 3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun. And it's Epic Fail. Congratulations, mate. Epic Fail. You are the winner of this week's giveaway for the members. So congratulations, buddy. You just need to message me on Discord and send me what you want printed. If it's something that you've seen in a previous video that I've printed, definitely let me know and I'll get that printed for you. Or alternatively, if it is something else that you have found a file for and you're like, hey, I'd love you to print this for me, do that one as well and I'll get to that. Other thing that we have as well, guys, which I forgot to mention, is I have this, which is another one of these Vitatu sites. They sent me this for free, so I'm going to do a unboxing and review video of this, and then I'll also have this as a giveaway for members. So that's another one. I have some other free stuff they're sending me as well to review, so hopefully I can get that, guys, to you guys in other giveaways other than 3D print giveaways anyway. DJ, that 308 sounds like it's going to be a monster. I'm hoping so, mate, but I haven't really teched Wolverine stuff and I haven't really teched HPA stuff, specific HPA stuff before. So it's going to be a bit of a discovery. Hopefully the videos are interesting. I made white rice with General Tso's chicken, sweet and sour chicken, and chicken veggie egg rolls. That's a lot of chicken, is what I'm going to say there, Jason. That sounds bussin'. Yeah, why couldn't say my name for Elite? Oh, sorry, DJ. Well, mate, you decided not even to watch. You decided to just listen to the stream. So next time, if you watch, then I'll do that for sure. Congrats, Epic. Epic Fail, where the heck are you? I haven't seen him a bit. That's true, actually, mate. I haven't seen him. Maybe, if everyone here who's on here, just basically just do an @Epic Fail on the Discord, and then we can kind of like call him out and say, hey, you've won something. So, so do that for sure. Hugo, it's good to see you from the Netherlands, mate. Thank you very much for joining in the live stream. So if there's any other questions, guys, I'll give you 1 minute, put them up there, and I'll answer them. But that kind of gives you an overview of what is planned. Oh, I also was in Evike, and one of the guys who recognized me previously there said, hey, have you seen we have these in? And apparently these Lancer L5 mags for the MWS are incredible. He says he plays with them all the time. They're very light. I don't know if I should get one out because I don't want to get the stream taken down, but they're very light and apparently they are amazing. They're made by Angry Gun, and I've had bad experiences with Angry Gun in the past, but he showed me them. He was like, hey, they're pretty cool. So I'm going to do another video as well where I'm going to test different MWS mags against these L5s. And apparently they've got them at the moment, but they are going to sell out very quickly. So I said that I would maybe delay releasing that video for a little bit so that we didn't get too many people ordering them and then no one at the actual store could get them themselves. Jason, I was cooking dinner for 5 people. Half wanted the chicken, the sweet and sour chicken. Okay, so you didn't eat it all yourself, mate, is what you're saying. I was imagining you layering up a plate with chicken plus chicken plus chicken plus chicken. That would be kind of what I was expecting. But yeah, mate, I've got a load of other free products to review. I think actually Onays are going to send me another gun safe just to give away to you guys. Hopefully that 20% discount was quite useful to someone. I think there's been quite a few views on that video. Been a load of views on the video from yesterday, which was the cleaning out of my MWS. So I've had requests to do an AKX one, AKX/AKM, a Sega 12 one. And so I'll do whatever ones you guys want me to do. I'll try and get those done. I think the Groza kit is arriving right now. So I'm very, very excited. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up with that. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all very soon on the next video. And congratulations again to Epic. I'll see you guys next week on another live stream. Same time, same place. Bye-bye.